Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. It is a hot one today. You guys ever have those days where you're trying to get something done and everything you go near seems to be broken, and then you got to order parts for it, then you make another decision, you got to go get fuel, on and on and on. That's where I am today. Let me show you what I'm up to, and this video has a couple of purposes. I've gotten a couple of questions about the Zero Turn, so I figured given that it's broken again, might as well pop a video on it and talk about it. First of all, somebody asked about the front axle. I welded this one up, and I could show you the bridges. I put it underneath, and they're right here, one there, run across the front. And to weld it up straight, I kind of bolted it to a jig and did it that way. That's first of all. How did I get it out of the tractor? Well, to get it out, you had to pull that bolt right there. And to do that, you have to undo first you have to undo these bolts. That'll let you get those bolts out, which drops this whole plate out of the way. And then I put a vice grip. Oh, God. It's hard getting old, folks. I put a vice grip on that, and then just, wiggled it until it came out. You might be having trouble getting it out if it's bent. And I'm not quite sure what I would tell you. I mean, work it the best you can. And you might be forced to do something like work it out as much as you can, cut it off, tap it back in, which will allow this side to drop off, and then maybe you can wiggle it out that way or something. I don't know your exact situation, but in my situation, once again, this, those two, right, that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, all had to come off. Right now the bolt could come straight out. I put vice grips on it, and then back and forth, tappy, and mine came out. So there's that. What's wrong with this thing? As I was cutting the grass last time, I was hearing tapping sounds, like the blades were hitting together. So I got underneath it and made sure the blades aren't hitting the deck or anything. Then I touched the middle blade, and it was freewheeling. And if I could zoom in on the spindle here, there you go. Right. Notice the spindle up against the bottom of the bearing there. You kind of notice the star shape up above, and then you see an area where it's really clean. Then you see the threads. Unfortunately, the area that is really clean, it's supposed to be have that star pattern, so the blade goes round and round. So until I get a new shaft, this thing is basically done. I guess I could perhaps put some rubber on it or something, and a couple of washers, and bang the heck out of it. But then I could be tormenting the bearings, and I'd really rather not do that. So I'm probably just going to order it another shaft. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you could call me Harvey the Tractor Killer, because it seems like I'm always killing the decks on these things. I've only had 2 machines that seem to be able to go the miles. One of them is a little John Deere that I'll aim the camera at, but it only has a 38-inch deck. And if I'm using that to cut the lawn, I mean, there it is. It's a wonderful little trim machine. What is it, 160? I put a new rear end in it. My boss gave it to me. The rear end was blown out of it. So, anyway, good machine. Never any problems with it, the deck or anything, other than replacing the rear end. But cutting 2.5 acres, 38 inches at a time, I'm like on the machine for like 8 hours. So homie doesn't like that. Great trim machine, but not a great machine for the long haul. Then comes this Kubota. This is, I've never had any trouble with the deck on this, knock wood. This is a TG1860. It's a diesel, a D722 Diesel. This hasn't been started up in a while, months. I'm not even sure I started it up this season. I think I did right at the beginning of the season. So I've just checked the oil. I topped the diesel fuel up. And according to, supposedly the battery's good. I just turned it on to see if the glow plugs lit up. I didn't turn it over yet. That's why I brought the jump pack up with me. If it doesn't start, I'll jump it. This one's fussy. Sometimes if the battery is just a little bit down, if I bypass the starting solenoid with a nail, the solenoid will engage. But anyhow, let's give it a shot. Let's see what she does with nothing. So I'll put the nail over there. Okay. This one likes to start up at about full throttle. Makes you step on the brake. And that's the glow plugs lit up. Come on. I want to give you guys a nice cold start, so let's attempt to do this right. I'm going to assume this starts, and the reason why I'm going to make that assumption is it basically always starts. But to do much more with it, I got to back it the rest of the way out of here. So you're going to kind of see a little rolling action and hear a little bumping action. See a little shaking action because I got to get under the hood. And I don't know if you guys can see me. What I'm doing is I'm hooking up the jump pack to the battery. Give me just a couple of seconds. The battery in this thing is probably a little small for the application, but generally speaking, it seems to work. So here, let's give it another shot. Let me make sure the jump pack is on. Right, jump pack is on. Anyway, I bought this thing. It had about 740 hours on it. So if you look at that, I've put about 100 hours on it. It's really been a great machine. It's got a hydrostatic drive, which I've had no trouble with, but I don't like. You guys can tell there's a lot of things. I'm stepping on the brake. Well, I'm going to give the old starter relay the bypass. Yeah, because sometimes it's a little fussy with that. So, and that's right here. start it. Boy, that's some stinky diesel smell. Oh, God. Take that, you mice. Gotta love a Kubota Diesel. I'm just going to bring it down to the garage and make sure everything's good about it. Make sure she's going to behave. Haven't been seeing too many working videos for me. I don't know what it is. I just haven't been feeling that I have a load of energy. I think it's just the heat. I don't think there's anything major going on. But, you know, you go see a doctor. They always give you the same advice: lose weight, drink more water, eat less hamburgers, you know, get more exercise, don't eat bacon, the usual trivia. So I think it's just the heat and the humidity and all. Been slowing me down a little bit. So if anybody else is like that, just say so. Then I'll know. I'm all good. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for watching, and commenting, and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and get out there and enjoy all your days. You don't know how many you're going to get, so make sure you get out there and have fun and enjoy them all. Take care now, folks. Bye.